It begins like this. Listen, Billy Pilgrim has come unstuck in time. It ends like this. Poot-tea wheat.
Slaughterhouse Five is about a man named William Pilgrim, or Billy for short. Now, listen to this. Billy Pilgrim has come unstuck in time. This is allowing us to go through his lifetime with him for the reason that he can time travel. As he is time traveling, we could see the events that he has gone through from his birth, being in the war, to when he dies, or when he got captured by aliens. Yes, aliens, whose names are the Tralfamadorians. They captured Billy and put him in a human zoo where they changed his concepts of life and death.
Wow! When we see Billy Pilgrim go through his life, i.e. time in college, war, love life, his time at camps, when he was with the Tralfamadorians, the friends he makes along the way, and the people he meets throughout his life, it shows us things that Billy had to deal with, as well as finding a way to cope with such things. As the story goes on, we can see the way Billy Pilgrim time travels. In the beginning of the second chapter, it says, Billy has gone to sleep, a senile widower, and awakened on his wedding day. He has walked through a door in 1955 and come out another one in 1941. He has gone back through that door to find himself in 1963. He has seen his birth and death many times, he says, and pays random visits to all the events in between. He has seen things a normal person would be able to. Billy Pilgrim time traveling and reliving his time in World War II goes with the fact that he's having to cope with the trauma that the war had brought him. He uses his ability of time travel to help him with his trauma and to jump back and forth from good memories to bad. The major conflict of this story is how Billy Pilgrim is having to go back and relive either traumatic events or happy and memorable events. There is no in-between of what he has to deal with. This is also because of how Billy is mentally ill. This could be from what the war had done to him or how he had suffered a brain injury when he was caught in a plane crash, as well as having to watch the people around him die and the bloodshed that had come along with it. There are many literary devices that are shown in Slaughterhouse Five, but there are two that I would like to discuss. There are motifs and symbolism. The motif is the phrase "so it goes." It is said whenever death or someone had died and was mentioned. This is most likely used to show how normalized death is in war and how Billy is no longer affected by it, and how the Tralfamadorians believe death isn't the end. It also reflects how Billy is trying to cope with the trauma from the war by using the phrase repeatedly. The symbolism is the Tralfamadorians, symbolizing an alien that is emotionless and accepts death, that is also offering comfort in the face of trauma. Slaughterhouse Five has been frequently banned or challenged in schools due to its use of profanity, sexual content, anti-war themes, and philosophical ideas. Critics have objected to the book for its showing of crude language, depictions of nudity and sex regarding Billy's time on Tralfamador. The book was banned in Levittown, New York in 1975, north of Jackson, Ohio in 1979, and Lakeland, Florida in 1982 for its explicit sexual scenes, violence, and obscene language. Slaughterhouse Five shouldn't be banned because the book portrays real-life depictions of war and the psychological effects that it brings to those who served. It brings light to the dark parts of people's mental state and how people can actually become unstuck in time with how bad that person's trauma could get. By having the book in high schools, it can show the students to think about war, trauma, and the conditions of people. The way the book is structured blends science fiction with satire and non-linear storytelling, exposing students to many literary techniques, and it helps develop their reading skills. This is by confronting uncomfortable truths. The book encourages empathy and emotional maturity, making it a valuable tool for preparing students to engage thoughtfully with the world around them. Birds were talking. One bird said to Billy Pilgrim, "Pooh to eat?"